Welcome to our EL podcast. Today we are back in Glasgow. So over to you, Robbie.
Hi Sam. Well, thanks for that. As you can see, we're back in Glasgow where the COP26 is taking place this year. But this time we're actually going to discuss the Glasgow Girls. And I believe you've got some information about the Glasgow Girls for the viewers.
Yes, it's a true story. It's really incredible and so inspirational. It's a story of seven teenagers from Drumchapel High in Glasgow whose lives changed forever in 2005 when their school friend and her asylum-seeking family were forcibly taken from their home to be deported. And today we will be looking at that story a little bit more closely. And we are extremely privileged and to be able to interview one of the Glasgow girls, Amal Azzudin, and her teacher, Ewan Gervin.
Fantastic. So maybe we'll have a quick look at the two interviews with Amal and
Let's do that.
yeah.
Amal, thank you so much for finding time to speak to us. So over to our questions. How has being a Glasgow girl changed your life?
Wow, where should I start with that one? It's changed my life in so many ways. First of all, it's taught me a lot about the struggles that people face all over the world. And then obviously coming to the UK and seeking asylum and the issues that come with that and the trauma that people experience because of the asylum system. But one of the most powerful things that it has taught me is the power of community. And when communities come together, people create positive change. It doesn't matter what background people are from, how old they are, or whatever. It's about saying we're all human beings. We all want to make a difference, and we will make a difference.
Why did you write it in the Scots language?
Right. Well, I've always been interested in Scots, obviously being Scots, and having been brought up in Ayrshire, and basically being bilingual, because the Scots that I learned in Ayrshire is Germanic roots. It's got Germanic Scots. We say echt for eight, and twa for two, and things like this. And Kirk, we talk about the Kirk in the church and so on. So it was the fact that when I was at school, Scots was considered to be a lesser language, and well, in fact, it's a lead all of its own. And I really wanted to tell it in my own language because I felt that was possibly it was the way it came to myself.
Absolutely brilliant. And you can see why Amal is such an inspirational figure, yeah?
She is. She is a human rights activist, the Saltire Society's Outstanding Woman of Scotland 2016, and the winner of a very prestigious Glasgow University World Changing Alumni Award of 2018.
Wow, that is some achievement, and Ewan has been described as a legend by the Glasgow Girls.
Absolutely. He's such a humble man. He's a poet, a folk singer, a former Drumchapel High teacher, and a true inspiration to so many of us.
And what's interesting as well is not only is that a real story, but it was made into a musical, which was very successful. And from that, it was made into a movie, which became even more successful and won lots of awards. We've made some interesting
Yes,
resources for pupils and teachers using Sway again.
that's right. We have two different sways, one featuring the interview with Amal, focusing on the theme of activism, which can be used in modern studies, but also in ESOL. And we also have our second pack featuring the interview with Ewan, looking at the songwriting, poetry, the Scots language. So loads of fun to be had in both of those packs.
Yeah, and the one where I interview Ewan, we use a pack that was made by the Teachers Institute called the EIS, and it's a fantastic resource.
That's right.
So we've taken that and we've just embedded that into the Sway, and there's lots of interesting activities that go with that.
It's such an important topic. I mean, it's no wonder that every year in June we celebrate the refugee festival. So hopefully we can celebrate with these resources.
Yeah. So the Refugee Festival takes place every year in June, doesn't it? So
that's right.
And so hopefully we'll be able to meet up in June, maybe with some teachers and pupils, to discuss the resources around the Glasgow Girls, and what a brilliant.
That's right. That would be fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sweden's has got Greta, Pakistan, Malala, and we've got our incredible Glasgow Girls. Bye, Robbie.
Bye, Sam.